Good morning everyone. I hope you're well. I'm doing a nice early Friday morning stream today, so let's see what happens. It hasn't been that long since we last looked at our auctions, so I'm not expecting a great deal because we were on late last night. Sales wise, yes, I'm expecting a few expires, which is normal. And then what else have we got here? A few sales. Elemental Force and Cloak Gift of Haste, so a couple of lower enchants for people as they level, seem to be working quite well. Elemental Force, my old favourite, I've sold loads of those. And we've got a few more to just come through, so I'll wait for those to come in, I think. Just whilst the bags go up, or we can do that whilst we're waiting, get the Imperial Silk together. And I think most of these are all fine. I think one of these I need to add into my group actually. So whilst I'm waiting there, I'll need to turn my bags off. That would be better, because that doesn't play nicely with TSM. There we are. And I picked up some older transmog. This one. Two-hand staff. Now the min buyout's actually 100 gold, so that might not be worth it. I'm going to sell that instead. The Cloak of the Aurora, that's possible, 781 gold. Let's put that on and see if that sells. And this we need to put on. This was very kindly given to me the other day. That's got a price of 47,000, so I need to put that in my Battle Pets group. Emerald Whelping. Hey Carcoza, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to catch you on this early morning stream. I'm going to put this Emerald Whelping in. There we go. And I'm going to sell that. Let's turn that off. And then, we've got some more sales. Let's take the expireds out the way so we can have a look at our sales. So this is basically from about midnight last night to 9:40 this morning. Mark of Blackrock, Gift of Haste, Elemental Force, red swashbuckler shirt, and then some food, or brown linen shirt as well. Okay. 2,995 gold. That's good. Doing good. Just been outside shoveling more snow. Wow. How is the snow there? How are you doing? We've got absolutely no snow here now. We're completely devoid of snow. And it was really sunny yesterday, so I think that was it for us here in the UK. We're all done. There we go. So we'll do that, and then we can post all of these on. Oh, I was going to vendor that first, so I remember. Oh no, I'll post the stuff on, and then I'll clear it from the bags, and then I'll vendor it on. Otherwise I'll accidentally vendor something I don't want to vendor. There we go. I think the cat wants to go out. Might have to let him out in a minute. At least 30 centimetres of snow, wow. But it just fallen 5 centimetres during the night. Only 5 centimetres. Oh, that's pretty amazing. We never get snow of that significant amount here. It'd be nice to have some proper seasons. You know, your proper winter where you're guaranteed snow, a proper spring, and then a really nice warm summer. That's the kind of thing I'd like. Alright, what have we got there? Major things. I'd be interested to see if this Emerald Whelping sells. Not sure how well it's... Have I got competition on it? Yes, I do have competition, okay. So we'll see how that goes. Radiant breastplate, orange mage beef shirt. Okay, all the rich purple's going at normal price. That means no one else is selling the purple shirt. So I've got that market all to myself, the rich purple silk shirt. No one else seems to bother selling it. So I'm quite pleased about that. Let's post them all on. Do that, 45, 57. There we go, done. Is my coffee finished? No, it hasn't. You long for spring now. Been too cold for too long, yeah. You just get cabin fever, and I just want to get some fresh air and open the windows to the house and just let all the air through and go and sit out in the sun. I did that yesterday and it was really, really nice. I sat on my bench outside, had a cup of tea, and I sat and listened to my chickens, and it was bliss. It really was. Right, there we go. That's done. So what did I want to sell to the vendor? It was one of these. It was armour. It was a weapon, the staff. That one I'm going to sell to the vendor.
Hi, how are you?
I haven't got the disenchant value on there. I need to change my tooltips. But selling to the vendor for that price looks good. So I'm going to sell that one. It sounds lovely. Yeah, it was. It was really nice and peaceful. Just take a moment outside just to meditate a bit in the sunshine. Although it's not quite warm enough yet. I would like it a little bit warmer. Right, what was I doing? I was doing that, I was looking at that, and then I needed to change something. No, can't remember that. Oh, that was it, my tooltips. My tooltips aren't completely showing because I reset my settings the other day. So what I want is tooltip settings. I want to have value sources, crafting, list materials, I'll have that, destroying, display disenchant value, I do want that, detail destroy info, crafting, I'm not sure I need the max price, market value, cancel since last sale maybe. Global sale average, no, don't want the global data. Yeah, let's see that. So what I want to look at is like the armor. There we go, the disenchant value, that's what I'm looking for. So that, and the vendor sell price is 1 copper. Obviously I haven't created the shoulder yet, so we create that. And then we look at this, which is soul bound. So the vendor sell price is 6 gold, but the disenchant value is 38. So I'll disenchant that rather than sell it to the vendor. To get myself some Draenor dust. There we are, that's better with my tooltips. Restocks time, let's have a look. Restock, we need... What do we need enchanting wise? I might do a cancel scan on my rechants actually. I could probably do with... Yeah, we've got Elemental Force, Black Rock and Trained Soldier. Do all of those straight away. 1, 2... Oh, we need 2 of those, do we? Okay, 2 of those and 1 of those. Post those on. Auctioning, post scan, and what do we got there? Black Rock and Elemental Force, Black Rock. There we go. Post those 4 on, and then we'll need to just double check my auction so that TSM can recognise that. I think I might have put 2 Black Rocks on where I only needed 1. There we go. I'll do a quick shopping scan because that usually gives TSM time to have a look. Let's see if we can pick up any Chaos Crystal bargains because my Chaos Crystal price is still high. There were some at 169 yesterday, but I missed those. Look, we're up to 242 actually. That's quite nice. Oh, that's good. This is good because this means that someone snapped up all the Chaos Crystals at the cheap price. And now they're up at 242, which is actually a lot closer to my average purchase price of 266, and I've got enough stock to be able to wait. I've got 2,482, so I'm really pleased about that. And Leylight prices are actually quite high, so hopefully this will mean the enchant prices will raise up a little bit. In fact, let's do a cancel scan now of the enchants that I want to do, which is the cloaks, necks and rings. I'll run a cancel scan of those, and then we can actually do that. Oh, there we go. I was thinking listener know that name. Followed me on Twitch and was thinking, I know that name. Excellent. I have a follower on actually in game. Hold on, let me do that. Awesome. I'm streaming now. In fact, there we go. So we'll cancel these. This will take a few times to cancel because it doesn't quite work as intended. So you've got all these failed ones here. So I need to just repeat it a few times. Run a cancel scan. Oh, you have time to fly me around if I have the time. Perhaps fiddle with my... hey E7, thanks for stopping by. I see you there in the chat. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Done cancelling, so we're going to run this another time. Hey Erosium, thank you for stopping by. I'm doing very well, thank you. That would be great, Carcoza. I need to just get enough for the Apexis crystals. So what I'll do is I'll just finish up these cancels and post them on, and then we can pop over to Draenor and just pick up that daily quite quickly. I'm just going to cancel these. I've cancelled these, going to pick up these, and then I'm going to post them back on. See if we can get some sales. There we go. So then we're going to do that. We're going to select all, run a post scan, get my Cindercloth robe up, and all the enchants that I've just cancelled, because these can be at least put on, and we might get some sales. I've never really played this time on a Friday morning, so I don't know what the market's like. It's a bit of a gamble for me. It's not a gamble, it'll be a bit of an education for me. Right, those are on. Okay, right, let's have a look. Let's pop over to Draenor and do that flying. Great to hear, no worries. It's your 4th time visiting the stream. Enjoy hearing a fellow Brit on the auction house. I'd love to ask you a question in relation to tailoring, if that's okay. Of course, Erosium. That's what the stream's here for. It's all about learning together. Right, Hearthstone, Garrison. There we go, want to do that one. And mainly it's that Apexis crystal daily that causes me issues, because finding those treasures is quite tricky. Although I can do the 3 summoned bosses now. I've learnt about that in the Rumble in the Jungle. Even though I've done the weekly quest yesterday, I can still summon the bosses apparently and get the crystals from them. So that's another 3 I think I need. Okay, let's run over there. Have a look. What have we got? Oh, the dust enchant. Dust trader. Have to remember to pop back to you. Let's just go hop straight down. And then we'll hop on a griffin. Gonna go underneath your legs. And then go to here. Fly to there. There we go. There you are. Ah, brilliant. I got your whisper there, E7. Brilliant. Okay, a group is up for me. Excellent. Samadan Flying Taxi. Marvellous. Thank you, Carcoza. Right, where do I do that? Group Finder. Pre-made groups, custom, find a group, taxi. Samadan Flying Taxi. That's fantastic. Sign up. I'll be in as a healer. There we go. Thank you, Carcoza. This is very kind of you to ferry me around. So the first thing I need to do is pick up the quest, the 2 dailies, and then I need to go... I'll probably go down to the Rumble in the Jungle and summon those bosses for those Apexis crystals, and then I know which I need to find for the next lot. So it's this one. Your tailoring's primary profession, and herb gathering as your second. Crafting shirts, yeah, that's a good one. Suggesting some more to try out, or check over on Silvermoon. Right. All the tuxedo stuff sells quite well for me. I've just started trying the cinder cloth stuff. Haven't sold any yet, but the profits on those are really good if you have the patterns for them. The mooncloth robe is a really good seller for me, nice and consistent. And if you've got the rich purple silk shirt pattern, that's also awesome. There we go. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. Trying to think, other tailoring stuff is the bags, obviously. Silk weave satchels and hex weave bags. They both work really well. So here we go. I can see you coming in there, Carcoza. Oh, I saw your whisper there, E7. So I'll add that in when I'm off stream, I think, because I'm not sure if I can do it whilst I'm here at the moment. I can actually. There we go. Accept it there. Hey Sleepy, how are you doing? Hope you managed to get some rest after your multi-boxing fun yesterday. How are you doing today? Okay. Here's Carcoza. Wow, fantastic. Oh, you're going to pick up your dailies as well. Once we do this one inside here. Do these ones as well. That one. And that one. Which one should we do? The group one. Kill Jaden. I haven't taken one yet, Carcoza, from the table. Which should we take? Kill Jaden. That should be a good one with flying. Okay, I'll take Kill Jaden. Yeah, got the group one. Excellent. No problem. For what do you use Apex? I'm currently trying to get Draenor Flying, so I need it for the daily quest to get the reputation. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you very, very much, Carcoza. Look at this. This is brilliant. Fantastic. I love the look of your flying form. Your mount. That looks awesome. That's fantastic. So, yeah, should we go up and do the Kill Jaden stuff and then see how many Apexis crystals we need? No problem, Erosium. Glad to help out a fellow tailor anytime. Alright, let's open up my objectives. I'm going to need to see these. Alright, there's quite a few around, so that's good. Because last time I was here, they were getting killed by everything. Right, we could do these. Right, let's hop off and do those. Do that. Do that. Bit of AoE. Do that. Do you. Do that. This guy's running around here, so we could go pull you in. And you we can pull in as well. And then we make sure we loot those up. there. Where's that? I need to go over and loot those. And then we can run over here. Oh, there's the... you can come in. And then we can go do this. Because that gives us a little bit extra. Oh, it requires a cudgel. We don't have one of those. Do that. Well, 17% already. This is really fast compared to how I was before. There you go. That was super quick. And then where's the next lot? You're just level 101. Oh, right, okay. I hope it's not causing too much of a challenge. Right, let's hop on. Bloop. There we go. What's next? Oh, there's loads down here. Let's give them all a... Don't run away, you guys. There we go. Do you as well. Now run back. Demon slain. Demon slain. Here comes the last one. There we go. That's a little bit easier. Wow. Oh, there's a load of imps down here. I'm just going to run down and do these imps because they will add to the amounts super easy and get our percentages up. There we go. Run around this lot, pick those up. That's super easy. So we're at 38% on the assault. Hey Sarveth, my gold making strat is simply I do professions. I do enchanting, tailoring and cooking is the main one. Is there anything we can do here? Doesn't look like it. You've just tuned in. Well, welcome to the stream. Take the thingy. Which thingy do we need? I can't see anything other than crystallized fell essence. Is that the thing? We need a cudgel for that. I can't see anything on the ground here, Carcoza. I wonder if I might have already collected it. What have we got? Yeah, there's... Oh, it didn't show up for me. Okay. There's one over here. Yeah, I see you got that one. Brilliant. Okay, let's hop on. There we go. What about yourself, Sarveth? What do you use for your gold making strategies? I mean, this is a slight detour from gold making at the moment because we're doing our Draenor Flying progression. Do that one, and do that one. There we go, and round them all up and do some AoE right in the middle. Just going to try and get this reputation dailies done with the kind help of Carcoza here, who's flying me around. Currently looking, I used to do a lot of raw gold farms back in Mr. Pandaria. Okay, the transmog based ones can be a bit tricky because of the low sale rate of transmog these days. It's a bit hit and miss. Yeah, they're certainly lower. Oh, there we go. We had a fellow horde coming along there. Not fellow horde, a fellow player coming along there. Oh, yeah, we can release one of these. Unlock. Yeah, done that. Hey, NR89, thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. How are you this fine Friday morning? Oh, done that. So much easier with flying. This really is. This is why I want to get flying. Yes, I don't have flying yet. I basically I took a break and missed I missed Mr. Pandaria, I missed Cataclysm, and I missed Warlords of Draenor. And I only came back in Legion after having played it in Vanilla, Burning Crusade, and Wrath of the Lich King. So I'm on catch up really. I got my Legion flying fine, but now I just want to make sure that I've got enough everything else really. Where are those gone? There he is. Up you go. Right, where are we at to? 66%. This is so much easier. It's one of those things with gold making. You want to do things that also sort of make your life easier and give you more opportunities for making gold in the future. And when I was doing the Winter's Veil, my lack of Draenor Flying really held me back in my mobility. So being able to do this and get flying is a definite bonus. It's going to go run over and pick these up. There you go, do those. And there's some over here as well. Do that. Oh, you're still here. Just do you there. Then I can run over this side. There we go. How far off getting flying am I? I'm pretty far, Sarveth, actually. I've still got a lot of the storyline to do. But I thought I'd jump ahead and do this Tannan side with the reputation, because I heard that it was quite a difficult one. What's that? Infernal stone. I wonder if that's useful. There we go. Hop on my handy mount, friend. This is fantastic. And then I've got all the storyline to do. I need to do Nagrand. I need to do the one at the top, Frostfire Ridge, and I need to finish off one of the other ones, storyline wise. So, yes, this is I've got the Legion flying. This is Draenor flying, which is, it could be quite easily skipped. To be honest, it's not necessary, but what I was finding with things like the Winter's Veil event and just general mobility, like I'd like to be able to farm Sumptuous Fur, and so having flying would be a lot easier. Oh, come and help out over here. Do some AoE. There we are. Loot those. Oh, don't forget you guys. There's one over there. If I can pick you up, you come back over and join the party. There we are, last one. You can come in. There we go. Excellent. Well, that was super quick, Carcoza. Thank you ever so much for your help on that one. That just goes to show the benefits of flying. The mobility is so much easier. Whilst we're here, can we try and find this treasure that's down here? It's over at the top of the... it's hanging from a little fountain. Hey, Fury Gaming, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well this fine morning. We're basically looking at getting Draenor flying at the moment to help us with our mobility in Draenor expansion, because I kind of really could do with it. So I think it's down off the edge here, I believe. There's my map. There it is. It's just down there on that, hanging off the edge. Brilliant, thank you. Right, let's hop off. Let's go down the edge. There we go, pick that up. Trying to find out if you're going to buy WoW or not. Oh, okay. So, well, it's great fun. I've been playing it on and off for 13 years. Brilliant, thank you for that one. So we need, that's one of the fragments. Where's another one we could possibly pick up? I haven't gotten that one. If I do, what character should make? Oh, just take whichever is fun. Whatever sounds fun to you, I think is the best way. Let's just hop on. There we go. Where do we need to go next? Transloose Soil is down here. Or there's quite a few over here. There's one right up the top, Jewel of Hellfire. Anything you want as long as it's Alliance. Well, pick Alliance or Horde, whichever you prefer. It's difficult to have more than, to stay on both factions, but it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, Fury. Basically, people have a lot of allegiance between Alliance or Horde. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Thank you, Carcoza. There's one. Ooh, whoops. Oh, look at that. It flew me up here. That's brilliant. That's a bit novel. Right, how do I get down? Let's just float down. There we go. That was funny. There's two different factions, yeah. Alliance and Horde. Basically, the problem is, if you're one, you can't sort of speak to or join with the others, which makes it slightly more difficult. So I haven't done that one. Maybe we could have a look at some over... Actually, whilst we're here, we go down to the Rumble in the Jungle, and I'll do the summon the 3 people. If that's alright, Carcoza. You had WoW years ago, but it looks so different now. It does, certainly. It's with all the different expansions. I mean, this is Warlords of Draenor expansion, which I'm not a particular fan of in terms of its looks. I find Pandaria is the prettiest one I've seen. But there's so much to do in WoW. It's literally a case of just start with the storyline, level your way up, take it casually, and, you know, see how things go. See what you enjoy. Just pick what sounds cool, is how I'd suggest it. Because at the end of the day, it's all about having fun. So if it sounds good, then I'd certainly say go for it. Right, have I got the summoning people? I've got one of them, I think. Which one have I got? This one, I've got a minor one. So let's get a prime one and a major one. There we go. That should be enough for 3. And then we can run down. Or we can fly. You know, you get like 110 boost when you buy it. Should you level up a little bit first? I would say so. Maybe do some class trials or try a few different things before you commit to one thing, because you've only got the one boost, and it gives you a lot sort of more ideas. Yeah, that's one, and then we can wait for the next one, which is going to be a minor one. You have to wait just for the timer to come on this one. Let's try that again. Yeah, I mean, you could save the boost. I'd say try lots of different characters. Wait until you've got a feel for which one you like, and then you can do it with a character that you really want. Alright, any more? There we go. Yeah, I mean, there's still, the thing is, boosting to 110 is only half the game, really. You are missing out a lot of the storyline. So I'd say take your time and level up, get to know the game better, because it slowly introduces you to various concepts. So I think it's definitely worth sort of taking your time, and the boosts are, you know, quite expensive if you wanted to buy one. Right, last one, the minor one. Someone else coming in, waiting for the news. Good morning, Costa. How are you doing this fine morning? Have I got the treasures down the beach? Yes, I have. Oops. There we go. /P. Yeah. Right, let's just wait for this one to loot up. Here we go. Here comes the last one. Do you, do that. Give you another boost, and he's done. That makes that easy. Right, we're up to 8 of 10. So we need a couple more treasures. No worries, Fury. Treasure-wise, oh, there's a couple over here. Cave entrance, mushroom stash, and we've got a discarded helm inside a cave, and a mystical staff in another cave entrance. So there's a few over here. If you could try those, Carcoza. First try to level till 20, and that's for free, and see if you like it, and then you can buy the game. Yes, very good idea, E7. Oh, I haven't hopped on. Oops. There we go. So those were over to the west slightly. Oh, I need to move my map over. You can't see where it is because of my face. Let me just move that over. So I'm thinking around here. Around here. There's some things here. Let's just move myself back over. Pop. There we go. So it's kind of behind us. And they're in the caves, I think. Oh, I didn't do the hand straight. I didn't pop in on those. There we go. Let me hand back on you. There we go. I wasn't seeing where we were going. There we are. Right. Oh, thank you, Fury Gaming, for the follow. Very kind of you. That jungle stalker's popped up. There we go. Yeah, you just want to try the game. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely... Oh, there we go. It should be around here, it said. Let's have a look. Anything visible? Not obviously. Anything in here? Can't see anything visible. So it's not in the cave. Anything else around? Just looking for a little glowing thing, really, of anything. Do those. Do you? There we go. Before you go PvP, you'd have to go better. Yes, I'm not a PvP player, so you don't necessarily need to be PvP at all. Where is this thing that we're looking for, these treasures? They do look quite tricky to find, these treasures. Yeah, let's have a look, see if we can see from high above. Looking in my map, it says inside the cave. What have we got here? Nothing of note. Must have done that one, perhaps. Let's do that one, close that down, close that down. Should be around here. It says inside the cave, but there's no evidence of a cave. Okay. Make sure you pick a PvE server. Yes, if you don't want to do PvP, it will just get frustrating without it. Ooh, okay, there's stuff in here. What's that over in the background? I think we've got something here, Carcoza. Let's just do everyone's AoE stuff for a moment. Do that one, do that one. There's one sleeping over there. Don't really want to wake him up, but Come on over. There we are. Now where was that? It was over here, wasn't it? There we go. This is the discarded helm one. Awesome. So that's number 9. Fantastic. Don't think there's any others in here by the looks of things. Just a couple of people outside. I'll do that, and we'll do that, and we'll do that. Okay. No worries, E7. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. Alright, let's see if we can get one more. Where are we? So we couldn't find that mushroom stash. There's a mystical staff inside a cave entrance over here. And there's... oh, that's a campaign. We haven't gotten that one. So somehow there's a mushroom or a mystical staff inside a cave entrance. I'm thinking. Where it's up here, so... yeah, we struggled to find that mushroom stash. Alternatively, where else is there something? There's a trinket over there. Let's see what we can find. Oh, it could be on the other side, couldn't it? Is there a cave entrance there? Doesn't look like there is one. Oh, yes, there is one here. Ah. Okay, this looks like a big cave thing. This could be interesting. It's like a hidden sunken cave inside. And this looks very mushroomy. Oh, sold a Nightborn Delicacy platter. Excellent. Oh, this does look interesting. I like this cave. Oh, there it is up there. I can see it. So we need to go, I think, upwards, and then we can go round onto that mushroom stash. Looks like it's about right. Follow you, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. Take you from there. Loot those. Do you. Move back. Loot that one. Did I loot that one? No, I didn't. And then we can run around and do that. And that. And that one. Where's the stash? It's over there. Now, easiest way to get that, I think, is going to be to jump down and around. Well, they look like they're busy at the moment. So do you whilst we're here. Oh, we got a fragment. Okay, that was excellent. Whilst we're here, should we try and get this mushroom stash? I'm going to go up this way, this way. And then I'd guess, what would be the easiest way to get to that? Probably from that other side, I wonder. It looks like there's a gathering thing there. Oh, thought I nearly missed it then. I reckon along here. Oh, just missed it. Whoops. Oh, I dropped down. What I think I might do, Carcoza, is leave that one because it's I've gotten the 10 now. I know where it is now, so I can come back to it next time I do the daily. I'll do these whilst I'm down here. And then we can head back once we've found a way outside, which I think's down here. That one, and that one. Loot those. And I think this looks like the exit. Yes, it is. There we go. Do the main ones that have respawned around the back. Do you. There's the big guy. And then the little guy, just at the entrance. There you go, awesome. Hop on your lovely mount. That's fantastic. So that's so much quicker with flying, which is exactly what I wanted to do with flying. So, brilliant. Thanks ever so much for that, Carcoza. That's made that daily task so much easier. So, I've finished my coffee. Moving on to my water now. Lovely, so we do that, we get some rep for that. And we do this one, get some rep for that.
Can I help you? Very well then.
And this one, we get some rep for that.
What is happening to this world? Victory will be ours.
There we go. Is it worth picking up this one? This one's the pressing the attack and a little wet work. Does this give us extra things? I've done those two. There's a couple there, isn't there? Let's hop on. So that's Iron Horde Naval Manifest. Which is, what do we need to do? A little wet work. Shattered remnants of the Iron Horde pour into town and through the harbour. If we knew more about their fleet, we could dispatch countermeasures from your shipyard. Ah.
All you find is death.
So the naval manifest will be in here somewhere. And we've got the bonus objective. Right. Where are these naval manifests going to be? Like there, I see one. No, that's not it. That's something else. Ah, they've got them on the mobs themselves. I see. So we just have to loot them. Kill everything and loot. I'll go inside. No one else is inside. Yep, can't see anyone else. Let's hop on. So what are we at? Oh, we're at 69% already. Is that from when I did it earlier, I wonder? Ooh, got the big guy. There we go. There we go. Well, thank you, Sharken, for the host. With 4 viewers. Thank you ever so much. That's 11 manifests. Well, there's a couple of things down here at the bottom. What did you drop? Samadan, you're at 43%, Carcoza. Okay. So to make sure you've gotten enough as well. That's probably from when I did it earlier, isn't it? Oop, get stuck in the scenery. Let's move around from the boxes. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Oh dear. Right, I'm just going to swim around here. You don't need it. Oh, okay, Carcoza. Just in case you wanted it. I'm just going to... I was just swimming around. There we go. Thank you very much. So we're at 99%. And I'll do these. There we go. So we've got the bonus objectives done. We just need one more manifest, it would seem. I bet you've got it. Or you've got it. One of you's got it. There we go. Awesome. Oh, come and help out. There we go. Right, that's all of them done, I think. I appear to be in combat. Why am I in combat? Can't see anything. Let's run around till it goes. Maybe if I do you, and then I'll come out of combat. Interesting. Still in combat. What about you? Oh yeah, reset me. No, I'm still in combat. I must be bugged out a little bit. Oh, there we go. We're gone. There we go. Fantastic. So, are we... We're done with that quest, aren't we? Brilliant. Super duper easy. Thank you ever so much, Carcoza, for that. So I think we just need to head back, I think. Going very well, thank you, Sharkin. How are you doing? I need one more bonus objective. Oh, okay. Right. Thank you, Carcoza. Doing very well here. Carcoza is very kindly flying me around Draenor, helping me get my dailies done. Which is also super easy when you've got someone else helping out. How was your stream the other night, Sharkin? I hope you had a good one. Let's do those, and that one. So I'll round them all up. As the commander is ready. Loot them. There we go. Always have a good one. Excellent to hear. Yeah, I've never really done the loot appraiser challenges that you do. Fortunately, it doesn't work with TSM 4. There's another slight problem. Let's see if I can do all these. Loads of bombs everywhere. See if I can catch you up. To a few, 23%. Loot those. What do I farm? I don't actually farm Count. Is that Count AI or Count Al? Looks like Count Al, I think, looking at the letters there. But thanks for stopping by the stream. I'm mainly professions for my gold making. Oh, I pressed levitate by mistake. That's a bit weird. So I do cooking, enchanting, and tailoring and leatherworking are my main professions. But we're just running around here doing a spot of Draenor reputation stuff because we need to get Draenor Flying, which is being helped out by the lovely Carcoza here. Yeah, done that. Got the loads coming in here. AoE those down. Loot those. Getting lots of primal spirit. How are we at? We're at 38%. There we go. Welcome back, Fury Gaming. Where can you get the free trial? For just playing the game, I think there's basically, I think they call it on the Blizzard website the Starter Edition, and you can basically just do that, and you've got some limitations, but you can go up to level 20 with that. Best sellers when it comes to bags. You've been checking all the suggestions you made earlier. Very helpful indeed. Okay, my best seller by quantity is the silkweave satchel, and my best probably by profit is the hexweave bag, but I'm limited in the amount of those that I can make because of... Let me destroy this. That would be handy if it could. So a combination of hexweave bags, which are guaranteed quick sellers because they're the largest capacity ones. There we go. Pop, hop on. But the good thing about the silkweave satchels is you can make a unlimited quantity of them depending on how much silk you've got. We've got Hellfire Shot. I wonder if we could use that to do something interesting. Oh, here he comes. He'll join in the AoE fun. I wonder if I could do that and do that. Hey, there we go. That was cool. Let's see if we can pick up some more shot. Some over here. And then we'll do this one over here. Da, da, da. Hey, there we go. Good 10% there on that one. Silkweave Satchel is currently at a minus 38 profit. Ah, okay. So the things you could do there is either, you've got two choices. You can either increase the price they're selling at by resetting the market a little. What have we got there? Or you can get your silk cheaper, which means just constantly looking out and see if you can get the silk cheaper. And basically just get your average price down. The other thing to check in TSM is to look at what the what the price source material is taking things at. Oh, let's hop off. There we go. Do that. Oh, garrison resources. Excellent. And a baleful tunic. If you go into your materials section of crafting and check the price of it and change the price, instead of being like a string of different things, you can change that to average by just AVG BUY, and then that will give you give you a more accurate source for your silk if you buy it. That is, if you farm it, then that's a different matter. But then obviously there's the cost of your time more than anything else. 97%, almost there. I reckon these last ones should do it for us. $99. Who's going to be the last lucky one? I reckon down here. There we go. Done. Awesome. Thank you, Carcoza. Saying that many times now. Yes, so I'm not sure if it'll work whilst I'm flying. But you look into your price sources, which is in the other window. When I go back to the auction house, I'll open it up, Erosium, and show you. Do I have a YouTube channel? Yes, I do. It's the same name, Samadan Plays WoW. If you do YouTube / I think we had it, one of my automated messages. Let's see if I can pop it up. Trying to get out of farming as much currently, leveling off a mixture of things. The channel is mainly...
Welcome.
There we go, let's do this one, that, and that one, like that. Awesome.
Be well.
275 rep for those. Well, thank you ever so much, Carcoza. That was awesome. Do I need to tour around Nagran for treasures? I'll do that later, I think, Carcoza. Because I want to go back to the auction house and do a bit more. Subscribed. Awesome. Thank you very much. The speedrunner Sharken. Sharken, the awesome gold maker Sharken. Definitely is. So, thank you, Carcoza. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a quick bio break here, and then I'm going to go head back to the auction house, and then we'll carry on with our normal daily bits and pieces. But thanks again to Carcoza for that. That's made it so much easier. Let's just add in that friend request. There we go. Thank you ever so much. Right, I'll hearth back to the auction house. -P. Thanks again. You are a star. Oh, can't do it whilst I'm typing. There we go. I said it whilst I typed though, so hopefully that will come through once we reload. Right. Similar name. Right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, just a quick bio break, and then we shall carry on with the gold making. Alright, there we go. Right, we're back. There we go. Well, that was fun. That was awesome. Oh, and we've just sold a delicacy platter. Excellent. So did I just catch up on chat? There we go. You was in the video. You also subbed to the speedrunner. Okay. Okay. Subbed you too. Subbed everyone on there. Excellent. You did sub you. Excellent. That's brilliant. Yeah, and Sharken's got some great YouTube videos if you check them out. And we need to sell stuff from our little run. Let's have a look. Yes, we do. Let's sell the junk. And then any of the stuff we picked up armor-wise, that's probably worth selling actually on the auction house. Dark Star Cowl of the Quick Blade. This one, vendor sell price is 20, disenchant is 38. Easy to get the names mixed up. You watched a few of your videos, Sharken. Is your Twitter active, Sharken? Because there is a Sharken808 Twitter account. Is that the same one? Is that you? Or is that someone else? Because it hasn't got a profile pic on it. I wanted to give you a shout out the other day and I wasn't sure if that was your Twitter or not. In fact, I think I'll sell that one. Actually, no, I'll disenchant it. It's worth more. Good morning, Executioner. How are you doing? I hope you're doing all right. Now, that region market value is way more than the... But the vendor price is probably the best one for that. So we'll do that. Now, that's worth 1,000 apparently. At 500 region. And this is worth 700, but vendor of 20, so that would cost quite a lot to post up. So I'm going to vendor that instead. Now that, conversely, is worth 1,700, which is better. And that is worth 1,800, but a vendor sell price of 33. So we'll try it, but I'm not sure how much it's worth doing for. So we'll put those on the auction house and see how those go. You have to go now, Erosium? Okay. Got some building work to do. Oh, awesome. No worries. Have a great rest of your day and hope to see you again soon.
Safe travels.
So having a look here. Let's close that down. We need to open our group of those things that we're just going to sell. So we're going to go down into our old world drops region average. So the cowl we're going to put in, the spear we're going to put in, and the gloves, and the cord. Yeah, we'll put all those in and add those to our list of things to sell on the auction house. And then we'll do a post scan of those, get those on at least. See what kind of prices they're coming up for. So we've got the cowl is 800, spear is 788. The gloves are quite cheap actually compared to what they were there. So my normal price is based off of the region market value, not the DB region, which is probably inflated. You're back downloading it right now. Excellent, Fury Gaming. Well, welcome to World of Warcraft. I hope you have a lot of fun on your journey. It's a great game. One that stuck by me for many years. So whilst I could put these on... Hey, McBainey. How you doing? Just got lots of titanium ore for 15%. And then made it into Titan steel. And that's about 100k profit. Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to go for the actual sales on these rather than the region sales. And the other way around, I'm going to go for the region rather than the DB market because I think those are artificially inflated. So we'll put them up and see what they sell for. Seeing as I'm the only person selling those. And we've got a couple of platters. So we're going to have to restock on that. Let's restock on our food whilst we're here. Don't get to try the the game I'm playing, it's another WoW. Yes, auction housing is a completely new. Oh, we got a wave from. Don't see the name, but that's awesome. Cooking. We need to go do cooking. Yeah, playing the auction house isn't just another fun dimension to the game. It's something I started once I got Legion Flying, and I was looking for the next thing to do, and I was like, okay, well, I really want to pay for my WoW subscription time with gold, so how am I going to do that? And I looked up all the videos I could on how to make gold, and I tried a bit of transmog. That didn't work out too well, and then I used my profession Enchanting, learnt all the Legion stuff, and ever since then I just made enough gold to pay for my subscription. So it's been a lovely journey over the past, what was it, 5 months, I'd say. So since August, September last year. So if I restock my cooking, yeah, we've got a few here. So we'll do gathering on those. We'll move that down. Move that across. Add those two in, and then gather those up. Gather items. Exactly, Costo. You buy it because of how it looks. It's kind of something that I've never really bothered with myself, my looks. I've never gone out of my way to collect things just for their looks. I literally just happen to try and make a transmog out of the stuff I happen to have picked up. It's not an area that I've really bothered with myself. So partly that way means I don't really understand sometimes. I can look at something and think, oh, that looks nice, and think it might sell. But largely I just put them on and see whether they sell or not. Labour queue ribs. Where's my labour queue ribs? There we go. One of those. Queue that up. And the barracuda. Queue that up. And then we'll make ourselves a little cooking fire. Pop that there. Don't start or you'll never stop. Yeah, that's all down to kind of like whether you've got sort of staying power, but I understand that, McBainey. I mean, it's a great fun game, and it can be very tempting just to keep on playing it. And if it remains to be fun, and it's not harming anyone else, or taking away time from your loved ones, then I would say play it as much as you can. Whilst we're here, let's do some tailoring restocks, because I think we've got a few things we could probably do with doing. I'm thinking there might be some bags, or there were some shirts we sold, and I'd reorganised my groups a little bit to include some more clothes. So, oh, you're talking about collecting transmog. Ah, right, okay, I'm with you. Wow, well done, Enya. You just sold the pattern for 85k. Is that the pattern or the actual long blade itself? Can you make the long blade? Because I hear the pattern goes for like huge amounts, but that's awesome. Congratulations. So my tailoring, I think, is going to be quite large, and for a restock. Yeah, so we've got Spirit Mend, which I'm not sure whether that's sold. And then we've got all the Black Mage Weave, which I'm not sure sold. But I'll give it another go. I'm willing to give it another go. So we'll need to gather the items for these. Any intermediate crafting we need. Frost Weave, Silk, Mage Weave and Woolen. Gather those up. Just the sword. Excellent though. Is that gathering them? Yes, it is. That's another profession I'd like to get into, is the blacksmithing and mining side of things. Right, visit the bank for the bolt of mage weave. Seem to be in there.
Hey there.
Gather those. And
Have a good one.
we need to vendor for the black dye. Have we run out of black dye, it would appear. So we need to go. Right, let's go pick up some black dye. That will be the tailoring person, which is. Let's move that down the side. Right over here, the one I know of, over in the mage quarter. I'll do you and pick up a stock of black dye. And then we can make our bolts. So I normally fly over the top and go through the arch and then to the right. That's how I remember where it is. And we want tailoring supplies, black dye. Let's buy up 200 of it for now.
See you later.
Yeah. It took years to download. Then you found out you're updating 4 games on Steam whilst you downloaded WoW. That's brilliant. The trials of having a large game collection, Fury Gaming. Right, whilst we're here in the pretty fields of the Mage Quarter, we'll make up our bolts of woolen cloth, mage weave and silk cloth. It just takes a little while to load up. It's a bit slow at the moment. I'm not sure if it's TSM end or Blizzard end. I think it's a combination of both. It does make bringing up crafting windows a little slow. Crafting, we go to the regular window and we'll do a search for bolt of, and then we can do, what do we need? Woolen, mage weave, we need 17, create. Alright, your PC doesn't work because you haven't used it in a while. Wow, I'm always using my PC. It's just such an integral part of my day-to-day life. I couldn't imagine a day without Mr. Potato, my sturdy PC. I mean, I don't have a smartphone, so everything I do is on the PC, really. All this lovely mage weave, which we're going to convert into some clothing. Silk cloth, we create 3 of, and then the woolen cloth we're going to make also 3 of, which is this one. Let's do create all on that. Now this means we can make everything on our list. So we're going to go for, you normally use it every day, but you're playing on the Xbox, and you had less time because you worked on your music. Musician, excellent. I always admire people who can play music. I'm more of the arty drawing side than the music side. I could never get my fingers to do what I wanted them to do. Let's try this black mage weave. I don't think it sold a lot last time I tried putting it on, but let's give it another go and see if it sells. Don't mind having it on the auction house. It's another avenue, it's another thing to diversify in. You're a rapper. Excellent. That's another thing I would struggle with, is getting the words out. As long as I could put lots of ums, ahs and okays in, I think that would do for me for rapping. Okay, take care, Carcoza. Thanks ever so much for your help today. That was awesome. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully see you again soon. That's all of those. And then we can go over onto Oops. Da-da-da. Over on this side. Especially the OK when I struggle. Oh, it's so cute. Thank you, Costa. Yeah, I do use it. Have noticed I do use OK quite a lot. It's kind of like my pause for thought word, and then I try and work out where my head's at. We're going to post all of this lot on. We made loads of stuff, loads of food, and loads of tailoring stuff. No red cheeks. No, I don't tend to get red cheeks. Right, we're not going to cancel, we're going to post on. Run post scan. This is going to be all our food, going to be our shirts, red swashbuckler. I wonder if we've got much competition on these. There is a little, but they're not going for a lot, so that's okay. Does anyone get to choose a character on the free trial? Yes, absolutely. You can pretty much play most things, I think, Fury, apart from maybe Death Knight and Demon Hunter. And obviously not the new allied races they've introduced, because you have to have pre-order Battle for Azeroth and do a whole load of stuff to get hold of those. Alright, put those on. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Oh, no, it's gone. Oh, I hate that. It's gone. Dailies we need to do next. Dailies are tailoring. Get some more gladiator stuff on the go. But this is not the same game. Oh. It should be the same actual game, Fury. The trial for World of Warcraft. You'll have the same starting area and everything. You won't have the access to the auction house. If you say you're going to sneeze, you won't sneeze. It would seem to. It's gone back. So there we are. So we need hexweave cloth, or this sumptuous fur we do need to fix. And then we need celestial cloth. We need some more windwool cloth. So that is crafted malevolent gladiators satin gloves. So we do a search for satin gloves. And that was the malevolent one. We need windwool for it, unfortunately. So let's make the windwool we need. Let's leave that running. And then we can make those satin gloves. The malevolent ones. Need to remember that. Store that in my head. I'm going to make all this windwool up, seeing as we've got it. And then once we've made all this windwool cloth, we can then do the other one, which is Imperial Silk. These are the daily Mr. Pandaria stuff that gives me the Gladiator PvP gear that does sell for some people. I've only sold one so far. You could post the link. I'm not sure the link will give you the access to it. It should be on the Blizzard site, Fury Gaming, and it should be something like, I can show you what it would look like from here if I go on to WoW Starter Edition. There we go. EU short Vasnet product, World of Warcraft. Yeah, that would look right. It basically looks like this when you go onto the Blizzard site. World of Warcraft. Play for free. You've got your Battle.net game. And you've got all of this. And you've got the starter edition here, which you could try for free. That should be the one you had. When making ground in TSM for battle pets, does it use the same price for pets at all levels? I'm not sure, Sonadirge. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Groups not. Making groups for TSM for battle pets, does it use the same price? I believe it takes into account the level of your battle pet. I don't use battle pets myself. I just literally throw them on, and I don't bother with leveling them. But I do believe that TSM will automatically register what level it is and price it accordingly. It would think of it as a different item, I think. It's not something I've looked into, because I don't have multiple pets of different levels, so I haven't seen how it actually works in practice. Satin gloves. That's what we want to make. Create one of those. And then we want to do the Imperial silk. Create one of those. And then we want, falling blossom treads. That's new. That sounds good. This is different. I haven't been making these. Falling blossom. They've got good sale values. Because you wanted to sell battle pets. How do you get pets? There's basically someone you can go visit in Stormwind, and they teach you all the... Say you're Alliance, you go over... I can show the map actually. You go over here. Not here. There's a little house here that does all the pet stuff. And you can start a quest with that, and you go around and you challenge people. You've got all these different pet tamers, and they teach you all about it. But pets can come later. I would do the main quest line first. And I'm not sure you can get pets with the starter edition. I'm not sure about that one. Hey, Moku Stream and Emery. Thanks for stopping by. We're doing pretty well, thank you very much. To collect pets to sell, they're mostly rare drops. Yeah, you have to do like the higher level dungeons and things, and get a random drop from various places, if you're lucky. My son, I know, sold one for about 90,000, so he got a load of gold that way. It's not something I do personally, because I know you can transfer pets from one server to another, and I just didn't fancy logging on lots of different characters on different servers. Found the lowest one at level 20. There you go. There's a Elvissimo shouting out. Hello, Samadan. There we go. Did I see that new website on Reddit about the Obliterum Shuffle? No, I didn't, Moku. I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, feel free to link it, Moku. We'll have a look at that one. I was intrigued by that falling blossom. Let's have a look and do a little search for that falling blossom. Gear. So yeah, it seems to be quite a nice profit margin. Sandals, treads. Ooh, the hood not so much. The hood would cost me minus 2,700. So what do I need to make these? I'm going to try a new market out here. These look interesting. So falling blossom. I've been doing the gladiators things, but I've not been doing... There we go, web-based EU. Let's have a look at this. This looks like the same as the Blood Money not Raider.io, the Blood Money site. Where am I? Select your realm. Is this? Yes, the EU version. So let's go down to Shadow Song. There we go. So current values for EU So if I have the ancient healing potion and alchemy, I would make a profit of 354 gold. Everything else, not so much. Enchanting, no profits. Although that depends on the cost that it costs me to make them, because I could get my materials potentially cheaper. And jewel crafting looks good. 642 profit for the jewel crafting. And what else have we got? Lots and lots and lots and lots. Ah, very interesting. Thank you for that one, Mocky. That's very good. My character Fury is a priest. So the basics of me is I go around healing people and helping people out. But there's also a variation of that because you have different specializations. And I could also be a shadow priest, which does also a lot of damage. Just going to pop that into my World of Warcraft favorites and click done. Minimize that down. Number after the X is the number, how much you need to get one Obliterum. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you get like all the different amounts and then you combine it, don't you? Falling Blossom. So we need Imperial Silk, of which we've been getting some. Now this, we haven't been getting some of. You've got the mat cost of 227, but the buyout cost is looking like 100. Do they all need Haunting Spirit? Yes, they do. Right. Send me a screenshot on Discord. Low level tailoring, so much fun. Awesome, thank you, Cossack. I'll take a look at that after the stream. But I can do damage. Yes, I can do damage. Pretty much any class you can play solo. There's no real restriction on there. You don't have to be in a group or anything like that. Every class you can play singly. Doesn't limit you on that way. So, Haunting Spirits. Let's have a look at these. I need to make some of these. Haunting Spirit. Druid and Hunters are easy to begin with. Yeah, that's true. Right, 100 gold DB market is 44%. The region market is 100 gold, so that's about right. So I'm going to buy these ones and leave one. And I'll leave one on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try and get the price down. There we go. If anyone ever undercuts those, then I've got them. We'll pick those up. The buys. Oh, we've got some more sales there. Oh, the mark of the heavy hide. Excellent. Another 4,000 gold. Pick that up. And now we can add... Yes, druids are good because they can be anything. Yes, thank you, Sharkan. I try and leave one. I offer it to the auction house gods so that if someone comes along and does an automatic undercut, especially when that was at 44% DB market, then that means that they'll at least go underneath that one. And I've got the rest of the stock, so I've at least managed to pick mine up, and we're not physically resetting the market on those. Going back into TSM groups, we need to add that to our good stuff. Haunting Spirit. I'm going to add that in so we can look out for that. No problem, Fury. Ask as many questions as you like. This is the place where it's a friendly community and we're all happy to help. It's nice to have a fellow World of Warcraft player join the ranks. Oh, is that my phone? Excuse me one moment. go. Oh, let's wait for that. Right, so how are we doing? We picked those up, so we got the haunting spirit. We're going to actually make them now. So we're going to go to tailoring. Oh, we need to change the material price. This is important. We need to tell TSM that the haunting spirit is not... Where is it? There we go. So haunting spirit, where are you at? Let's do that. Haunting, can't see you. Let's type it in. There it is. So haunting spirit. I bought, my average purchase price is 100 gold and 10 silver. But TSM is telling me the mat cost is 227 gold. So it's getting it from the DB market value, not the actual value that I bought them for. So I need to tell TSM not to look at the DB market value, but actually look at my average buy price. So what we do is go into tailoring and we'll adjust that. Let's just catch up on the chat. Hello Petaken, thanks for stopping by. What bag add-on am I using? I'm using one called Addy Bags. I'll type it in the chat. Adibags. It's really nice because it organises everything out. Oh, and we just sold Admiral's Hat. Excellent. That's the second Admiral's Hat we've sold. And Black Mage Weave headbands sold as well. Awesome. Pleased about that. Did I miss anything else there? Hunters we're talking about. Classes. Oh, did I get the Imperial Moth? Oh, yes, I did. Excellent. Well spotted, Emery. I didn't even spot that myself. I haven't sold the other Imperial Moth that I had, so I'm not sure how well they're selling, but at least I've got two. Thank you, Emery, for the help there. I was looking at what I was doing and I missed that. You get a class the moment you start. You always have at least one pet. Addy Bags. There we go. There we go. No problem, Petakin. And Beastmaster Hunter is brilliant starter class, easy to play, and you have your own personal tank. This is true, McVaney, definitely. It's a very popular class. Oh, we've sold a crafted Malevolent Gladiator's Satin Hood. That's our second Gladiator's sale. That's brilliant. It hatched. What was that for, Costa? Did I miss something? So, Falling Blossom. So, Falling Blossom, the cowl, the sandals, and the treads look like the best ones, but we haven't factored in our Haunting Spirit cost here because it's still saying it's 227. So we need to go into crafting reports, materials, change that to tailoring. We need to find Haunting Spirit. And instead of being 227 gold, we need to tell this that actually average buy is how we're getting it. That's my source. If I close this down and reopen it, then it will refresh. 35 gig remaining on the download. Yes, it's a big one. The good thing about it though, Fury Gaming, is that it gets to a state where it's playable quite early, and then it will download the rest as and when it requires it. So it's quite nice from that respect. I know it's a massive download though, definitely. Oh, my silky thing. Yes, my cocoon hatched. Yes, I'm with you now, Costo. Now looking at our materials again, we just changed that price. So our tailoring Haunting Spirit, has it gone up here, is now says 100 gold and 10 silver, which is the average buy price. So now when we look at crafting, this profit has gone less, but it's still not good. So we'll avoid that one. We'll avoid making the hood because the profit's so low on that one. But we will make the cowl, the sandals and the treads because they do say a profit. So I'm going to queue these up. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to make those. If you ever need to, you can move the folder to another disk and point it to the new folder, and you can continue playing. Yeah, I did that when I moved WoW from my one of my storage drives to my SSD, so that I could get faster load times. I'm glad I did. Used up all my space though on my SSD, but it certainly helped. So here we go. Falling Blossom. Falling Blossom and Falling Blossom. And then we're going to make a new group to put these in next to our Gladiators one. So let's minimize these down so we can see everything. Mass Cell, Professions. Okay, so Enchanting, Leatherworking. Let's look at Tailoring. So in our Tailoring, we're going to make a new group. Create new group. I'm going to call this group Falling Blossom. Good morning, Pointy Gnome. Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine morning? So the cowl, sandals and treads, I'm going to add in here. And group operations. For auctioning, we'll use our standard crafting one at 110%. And our crafting operation, we're going to have our standard one of each operation. I'll just double check the settings on those. So the minimum profit is 20% crafting. And back to our group, Falling Blossom. And the group operation, standard crafting, post operations are going to be 48 hours, maximum of 5, 94%, 110% crafting, 500% DB region, and that bottom one is the max between 200% crafting or 150% DB region, which is kind of like a catch-all one that seems to work for me at the moment. Doing well, working on Draenor Fishing. Excellent. For the level 3 fishing shack. Yeah, I'd like to get into fishing. I keep on saying that whenever everyone mentions fishing, but that's I'd really like to do that one. We did a little bit of Draenor Reputation earlier with the help of Carcoza, which was really awesome. So we got those dailies done quite quickly. So we've been doing that, and we're doing the normal enchanting stuff. We're just expanding into our tailoring market, doing a few old world things. Thank you, Corvus Eve, for the follow. Welcome, and pull up a chair, and I hope you enjoy your stay. So auctioning wise, that group we just made, we need to add that in, and I'll run a post scan. Do some pet battles. It's super squirt days. What does that mean, Emery? Does that mean we get extra things from doing pet battles today? I'm really not a pet battle person. I've barely done it. Okay, so the Imperial Moth we're putting on for 2,400. The region is actually 1,600. And I've already got one on. So we'll put it on at our current price and see if they sell. And then the Falling Blossom seems to be really good. Those are good profits, 3,000, 4,000 and 6,000. We haven't got the other one though, the hood. But we'll post those on and see how they do. We'll need to make another Admiral's Hat though. And I also need to put on another shadowy mask, because I need to do that with my son's, because he's got the one that I want to put on. In fact, have I actually put on the one I've got? Let's go Let's go make one here, if I've got the materials for it. And then we can do that, because I want to make sure I'm selling those, because they are a good seller. And people are probably wanting to do the Lucid mount if they haven't collected it. So, part of the weekly event rotation is the Pet Battle Week. Okay, where Pet XP is tripled. Wow, okay. So now's a good time to get into doing pet battles if that's the case. Shadow Weave Mask. There we go. Shadow Silk, I've got some in the bank, and the Bolt of Mage Weave. I could probably do. I could probably do with having Shadow Silk in my list of things to buy. So what I'll do is I'll go over here. Oh, sold some salad. In the Garrison Menagerie, there's a trainer that gives a lot of experience. Shows up today. And her name is Squirt. So it's like a double whammy. Shadow Silk. Where's my Shadow Silk? I've got 4 there. Where's the other lot? 6 in the bank. So there's some in the reagent bank. Let's swap over to the reagent bank. There it is. Take those both out.
See you later.
And then we'll just check the prices on those. So we have Squirt and Pet Battle Weight. We have Super Squirt. And you can level a pet from 1 to 25 in 3 fights, which is like 3 minutes. Oh, okay. I haven't got any of my pets leveled up. Much at all, anyway. Where are my pets? Collections. Pets. I've got some dead ones. Where are we at? Level 6? Level 4, 5? So yeah, I'm not particularly a pet person. How's the Shadow Silk? 85% market value for some of it. I needed a couple more anyway, so I'm going to pick 2 up. And that all we need to make sure we add that to our group. In favourite shopping, let's turn that down. Favourite shopping. Good stuff. I'm going to add in Shadow Silk, so we look out for that one. You'd buy them all, would you, Costo? Yeah, I mean, they're quite... they go up to 300 in a heartbeat. Right, let's go back. I'll leave 1, definitely. Let's have a look. How many have you got? Yeah, the market value is... the region market is 197. The market value here is 113, so... here we go, there's 19 and a 10. So what I'll do is I'll pick that and the 10, and I'll leave the 1. There we go. Hey, Sonic Astro, thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine morning? Oops, wrong button. There we go. Thank you, Kostok, for that sage advice. That way, at least, I've got enough to make a few masks. So now I can at least... Oh, I need Mage Weave. Let's go back. Make a bunch of Mage Weave. Because we have got a good stock of Mage Weave. 55 fishes left. Okay, good luck. Imperial Silkworm. Oh, we've got another one here. Oops, I put that in there. Didn't mean to. Okay, Mage Weave. Mage Weave. Yeah, we've got a load there. Got 1 there. Let's take that out. That's wasting space. I'm going to take a bunch of this. Take that. I'm going to get them all. Let's get them all. Let's make up our Mage Weave. Because we need it anyway. There we are. Oh, thank you, Emery, for the sub. That's awesome. Let's get some massive thumbs up for that. Oh, thank you very much. It's extremely kind of you. Hey, let's get some chef's hat. Excellent. Oh, and Sonic Asher says just you can install BFA in the launcher. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you there. Thank you, Emery, for the sub, and thank you, Pointy Gnome, for the extra Samadan chef's hats. That's brilliant. Thank you all for your support. That really means a lot to me. And hello, Ignis. So that means you've gotten into the alpha then, Sonic Astra. Excellent. Well done. You need 8 per mask so you can burn through them. Easy to dominate the market. Buy the silk and the market dries up. Okay, thank you, Kosterk. Just caught up on that. The others are not goblins. Right, okay. You felt you needed to. You love my streams. Well, thank you very much, Emery. That's really kind of you to subscribe. It's totally not necessary. Your company is more than welcome. But that extra bit of support really does go a long way into helping the stream, and I'll always put the money back into the stream in upgrading Mr. Potato or any other ways I can upgrade the stream, so thank you very much. There we go. Tailoring. Tailoring's coming up. I'm not sure if I actually caught you coming in there, Sonic Astra, but a belated hello to you as well. Mr. Potato is my PC's name, absolutely, Ignis. He's a slightly upgraded potato now because he's got 8 gigs of RAM and a slightly better graphics card, but still pretty much in the, shall we say, low spec range. I put the specs in my Twitch description down the bottom. He's sadly not the greatest, but also quite capable, being able to play WoW and stream, which has been brilliant. Now, what was I doing? Completely forgotten what I was doing. I was making Shadowy Mask, that was it. Oops, can't spell. Shadow Weave. Mask. Okay, we need the bolts of Mage Weave. Okay, so let's go make those. Bolt of Mage Weave. I can make loads of that, so I'll just leave that ticking through. Oh, you just got home from work, the early shift. Ah, well, I hope you've got a nice weekend ahead of you, Sonic Astra. And then you can have a nice time trying out BFA. Are you going to try out BFA Alpha? Or are you going to try and save yourself for another time? You're just cancelling and reposting. Excellent. I always like that routine. It's just get in, you're back from work and you just go, right, okay. Or I like doing it in the morning with a cup of coffee. That's my favourite time to do my cancel and repost. Is I just wake up, have a cup of coffee, and then just go through my auctions, check up on everything. It's all nice and peaceful because usually everyone else in my house is asleep. And it's a nice chill time. Oh, excellent, Executioner. Glad you found that link useful. I can't remember who said it was. I think it was it Kosterk that mentioned it? Or was it MockeyStream? I think it was MockeyStream. But yeah, that was a good site. That was from the WoW Economy Reddit. So it's worth going by there to pick up any tips. A bolt of Mage Weave. Let's just look at this a minute. There's a crafting profit of 11 gold. Ah, BTBO posted it. Was that on Reddit? They posted it, Ignis. I haven't actually seen it on Reddit. I just got linked to it in the stream here earlier. So we could, in theory, sell some of these bolts of mage weave. But I do like to keep hold of them myself rather than sell them because I know I'll use them. That's probably enough for now. So let's go shadow weave mask. Shadow weave mask. There we go. So we can actually make 4 of them at the moment. And I've currently got a profit of 4,000, costing 910. The main price coming from the 8 shadow silk. There we go. Ah, he posted it on the Reddit. Okay. What else we got? How do I show the percentage market value of your current auctions? Is there one for US? I would imagine if it's like the other site. Where is it? Let me find it up. There we go. Go to that. Where's my... I put it in my bookmarks. So this is the EU one. There was the other site, the blood money one. I'm sure if you just take the EU off the end and just do obliterate... no. Okay, let's try US. No? Oh, okay. Oh, let's try NA. No, okay. Well, there goes my guess. Ew. Okay, well, there goes logic. I'm not sure then for US. That's a shame. Because it's web-based EU at the start. Should imagine change that to NA US at the start as well. It's going to create one of these because we've already got one which is stopping us from making more or posting more, and hopefully you can post that on the auction house. So your auctions, to answer your question, I don't see the percentage here, so you'd have to do a cancel scan of your auctions to see where you're at. If I did a deselect all and say take my rings and run a cancel scan, and then it will tell me whether I'm below my minimum price or I've been undercut, which I have. So I'm going to take those off. I'm going to put them back on. You've got the Excel file which uses the TSM API to do the same, but that site has icons and looks beautiful. Yeah, there is something to be said for having icons and making it look nice. Ooh. Would be obliterum values US/Dalaran, for example. It's in the path, not in the domain. Pick those up, pop them back on, and we'll run a post scan, select all, run post scan. So let's see what price our mask is coming in at. 4,998. That's good. Definitely want that. And we'll post the masteries as well. If that site's correct, you sold all your obliterum. Why does this is the site saying you sold all your obliterum, or it's worth selling all your obliterum? Is there a way to search your auctions on the TSM website? I don't think so, Sonaderge. I don't really use the TSM website itself. You can have a look on the Undermine journal. You can find yourself there as a seller, and you can see what you've got listed there. That can be a handy way of looking at what you've got on the auction. I'm going to fiddle with my group a minute, and I'm going to change my professions, tailoring, and I'm going to take Pretty Clothes Shadow Weave Mask. I'm going to take it out of here. Oh, thank you, Sub-Level B, for the host. Thank you ever so much. Very kind of you. So welcome everyone who's popped by from Sub-Level B stream. I hope you had a good stream. Now, I'm not going to be able to put this back in if I take it out. So what I want to do is I'm going to make another group inside of here. I'm going to call it Shadow Weave Mask. And then we don't really need that cell one now, because I'm going to keep everything in pretty close. Or even I can move the pretty close back into that cell. We'll have to think about that. And then Shadow Weave Mask. Okay, parent items. Shadow Weave Mask. We're going to add that into its own group. And this is going to have an override on the crafting. We're going to, instead of make one of each, I'm going to change that to make 2 of each. Just check the settings of it so that it's correct. Minimum profit's 400 gold, which I think will work. Probably worth changing that to make it more generic, something like 20% crafting. Although we might not always have that, so we'll try that and do the minimum between the two. Minimum between 20% crafting and 400 gold is the minimum profit. See if that works. To make sure we make that. So looking at our tailoring, we shouldn't make a second one because we've got one in the bank. So I'll just give that a test with a restock, see if that works. Wait for it to come up. Oh, stretch my legs out. Oh, so all in all, pretty successful morning so far. We've got our daily Draenor done quite quickly, and we've got some nice bit of organising done on. So we did this and click restock. Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to do 2. Okay, that's good. You catched up with Vicious gear yet? Okay, you get from Ember Silk and Fireweave set. No, I haven't, Sonic Astro. That's a new one. Vicious. Let's have a look. What have we got? Vicious. Oh, yes. We do have Vicious. We've got Shoulders, Fireweave, and Ember Silk. Okay. Oh yes, you didn't make Celopanther. I bet you did. Excellent, Henry. Congratulations. So Vicious is looking interesting. Okay, thank you, Sonic Astra, for that. They've got a 0.01 sale rate apart from the shoulders. I'm imagining. So what do we need? Volatile, fire and air for these. Water and fire. So it's all Ember Silk and the volatiles, it would appear to be. Fire, air, water, fire, fire and air. So fire, air and water it needs. They are for Emery. Emery's getting some great sales with Panthers. Achievement completed. Excellent. Well done, Pointy Gnome. Let me check on my mat cost for air, because my mat cost is coming in at 60 gold, whereas my purchase average is 32 gold. And fire, 67 and 48. And where's the water? Water's 86, so that's correct. Okay. So we need to change that. Crafting reports, materials, tailoring. Go right down, I imagine it's at the bottom. Volatile, air, earth and fire. I'm going to change all of these to average by. because that's how I'm getting them. I don't have an alchemist or anything. Average buy. The earth will change to average buy. Fire. Average buy. Life. Yeah, it was already at average buy. I must be using that elsewhere. And water. Average buy. So that's my go-to material price for things mainly. Let's just close that down and reopen it so it refreshes, and we'll have another look to make sure we've captured them all. And then we can look at the actual profit margins with the correct material prices. And then we should see, I mean, they all look like they're a profit, so I'd say that it's worth making one each of everything. I mean, I do like to do the whole set if I can, even though they're not all a profit, but it just helps someone who's looking for the whole set. They can at least find them. Kind of like the completionist in me likes to be able to supply everything. So let's look down here at the volatiles again. So air is looking at 32, which is our average purchase price. That's purchase price of 3 gold 43, yeah, that's correct. Fire 48.19, life 22, and water at 86. Right, those all are correct. And then we've got all the vicious stuff here. So it's all nearly 1,000 profit for each of those. They're not fast sells, but they're good for crafting profit. Excellent, yeah, definitely, Sonic Astra. So I'm going to make one each of everything. So we'll queue that up. Because one each of everything gives us a nice group we can set up. And we'll do the same, crafting one of each. And it's just the same as the gladiators. It's another market that we can diversify into. I like having all these different things, because before I didn't really know what to look into. I didn't know what was good, so I didn't really bother. But now that I'm looking to expand my markets, this is perfect. This is the kind of thing I need to do, because my enchanting Legion enchanting has dropped off, so I need to find other ways to make money. Alright, bolt of ember silk. Retrieve from Samadan. Intermediate crafting, we'll add that in. We'll pick everything up. Gather those. Have we got everything for everything? Looks like we do. There we go, that's easy. And then we can go back to our crafting and make one of everything. Thing for me, what I quite like is doing a small thing and growing it slowly. So that, like with the gladiators, I've been growing that slowly, and then this is like another new thing I can put in, and the same with the falling blossom. So I don't want to kind of like overload my brain with lots and lots of things all at once, but just do a little chunk at a time, and then slowly grow up from there. Profit from enchanting dropped from 250 to 170 a day. Only doing cloak enchants now. Yeah, I'm finding that, Ignis, is that, especially with my chaos crystals as they are being disjointed, I'm finding that definitely. And you've still got the bloods, so wow, 800 bloods, that's loads. So yeah, I mean, that's a good way of using them, the cloaks. Did I miss something from Emery? Let me check. So you sold the Panthers, there we go, and now wait an hour for it to complete. Do I have problems getting Chaos Crystals this week? Not so much, Ignis. I find they're quite good value at the moment. There were someone yesterday, I got everything turned off, yes. There were some on yesterday that were like 169 and we're up at 240 at the moment. My average purchase price is still higher at 266. So I missed out on buying the ones at 169. So looking at the reset that's been happened here, like someone's taken up all the excessive stock. So it'll be interesting. I've got enough chaos crystals to wait it out. I've got 2,400. So I'm just going to watch the market and see how it goes. Keep an eye on it. Yours went from 125 to 200. Ah, I wonder if mine has only just come up from that. It went from 16. The cheapest I saw yesterday was 169, and now it's gone up to 240. So there does seem to be a little bit of a jump. I wonder if there's something else affecting it, or maybe there was a time when everyone dumped everything. You're right, Ket. He's running off. You got 4,000 last week, but you used them over the weekend. Yeah, those are some volumes that I don't really have. Oh, have the level 3 fishing shack. Right, I'm with you, Emery. Thank you for the explanation. I was worried for a minute there I'd missed something, but now that you've explained it, that makes perfect sense. Let's make another tailoring group. I'm going to put it in our pretty clothes, because I like calling it pretty clothes. And where is it? It's not in here. Interesting. So where's all the vicious stuff? It's in Professions Tailoring. It's in the group already. In the parent group. Okay. So we'll make this new group and we'll call it Vicious. Got 52 million profit right now. That's amazing, Ignis. The numbers you deal with are just huge, with 87 millions in sales. It's just amazing. Those volumes, something really to be inspiring of. So we can't see the vicious stuff because it's in two groups high. So I need to actually move the vicious into the tailoring group and then take all the vicious from the main tailoring group, which is down here somewhere. So all of these, we need to take them out and then we put them in here, and then from there we can put them back into our pretty clothes group, and that will keep them saves. Use the market analysis tools you learned from your studies. Well, it's good use of your studies, definitely, Ignis. And focus on fast-moving consumer goods. Oh, I think the cat wants to go out. One moment. What's the matter, mate? Do you want to go out? There we go, we're back. He's going to want to come back in straight away, but he's pouring to go out. And here you are scraping by with like 1.5 million profit. All of us pointing home. Ignis is a shining example of gold making. Good morning, Extoria. Afternoon for me, nearly. Almost. Doing very well, thank you. Having a little bit of a morning stream for me, so it's been quite nice. We're just expanding on our tailoring at the moment. We're going into Vicious as well as Falling Blossom. Did I add in the Falling Blossom? Not sure I did. There it is, we did. Falling Blossom, now I remember. I'm going to put that in pretty close as well. In fact, I'm going to put them all in. Because I prefer the look of the orange rather than the blue. It's easier to see. And the shirts you make, shirts you buy, could probably go in another subgroup. I'm going to call that shirts. It's just a colour thing, really. It just helps me organise my groups better. And then in shirts, we're going to have shirts you buy and shirts you make. And then spell threads can be on its own. That looks a lot easier for me. Hey, Clarky. Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine day? There we go. Cindercloth, Falling Blossom, Gladiators. And then we've got our specialist ones, Mooncloth Robe. And then that cell is probably a weird name. Because we've got a group of pretty clothes here anyway, which is just miscellaneous. So I think what we can probably do is take these out and have them in here. What is that? The Koi-scented Storm Rays just sold. And then, has the Admiral's Hat gone in there? No, we took it out, unfortunately. That's going to be a shame. Right, we're going to have to find those and put them back in. Okay, we'll delete this group. Don't need that one. I'm good here. Me and the family are doing very well, thank you. The family's out at the moment, so I've taken this opportunity to stream this morning. It's an unusual stream for me to have a morning one, but it's quite nice. Ungrouped, parent groups. Yeah, I have to wait till those come back, if they expire, and then I can put them back in. I think that's going to be the easiest way. And then I'll make my... I think that's everything there. Just scroll up. Parent items and ungrouped items. Yeah, because they're all from the tailoring group. Which I could probably do with clearing up a little bit as well. Okay, we'll organise that as it comes back. But we've at least got these ones going. There you go. Good to hear them streaming too. Excellent. Yes, it's nice. It's nice to be able to. I've been going for. This is nearly 2 weeks straight at the moment. Yes, definitely, Emery. Get yourself the Admiral's Hat. It's a little trip down to Stranglethorn Vale, but it's definitely worth it. Have they got any more on at the moment? Let's have a look. Admiral's Hat. Because the pattern itself, you need to make sure you have... No, that's because I haven't got the M in. Admiral. Can't spell. There we go. So the pattern is selling for 2,500 itself. And then the actual hat is just 100 gold. So the pattern is actually probably worth it. Good morning, Bad Dory. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. In fact, I think it's worth probably popping down to Stranglethorn whilst I'm here. See if we can pick up the pattern. Let's have a quick look. Let's go get a flight. Let's go on a detour and get ourselves a Admiral's Hat recipe if it's available. As I'm not too far away. Just need to go out and get all the vendor recipes. There is an add-on as well, I think, that's quite good for it. Flight, here we go. You, not you. You.
What can I do for you?
We can go right down to Booty Bay, please.
Life bless you.
There we go. And this will give me a chance to look out this area with my new graphic settings. I haven't been here in ages. Let me just check what time my family's due back. Okay, we got long enough for this. I think the cat wants to come back in. I'll give him a little minute to make sure he's doubly sure he wants to come back in. not going to buy a vendor recipe in the auction house. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not worth it. Unless it's going to be worth it for you in the time. I mean, if you didn't know it was going to take you a while to get it, then I would maybe consider it. Oh, you downloaded the add-on. I haven't checked it out myself. It does look like it's quite a good one. God, I remember Duskwood. Game scared the bejeebers out of me back in the day in vanilla. Where are we down to? Into Stranglethorn Vale. What's the add-on called? Let me find it. There was a link to it on Stormspire. They talked about the vendor recipes there. Nicorn Vendors. That's it. I'll pop a link into the thread that's on Stormspire. So that link, and the actual thing is called Nicorn Vendors, I think. You remember Stitches as well, Baldori? Yeah, very scary. I remember just running along as a mere lobby. Oh, wow, this looks pretty. And I was seeing Stitches, and we all had to run away. And then you'd run in and you try to hit them with your little measly little weapons, and you keep on missing. And then running into that area that was underground with all the ghouls, thinking, I'm stuck, I'm never going to get out of here. It's quite a long flight down this bit. It's been ages since I've been here. Still looks beautiful. Sort of place I'd probably like to retire to. Now, I can't remember the person that sells it. Where's my little thing that was telling me about the Admiral's Hat? Admiral's Hat. Bought in Stranglethorn, limited supply, from Cowardly Crosby. Oh, Cat wants to come in. Hold on. You're safe. Oh, it's wet. Is it raining? There we go. He's back. Typical cat, great timing, excellent. Oh, hey, hope along. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? Right. Cowardly Crosby, where will you be? You're going to be somewhere. I haven't been here in ages. You're going to be in a vendory type area, I'm sure. Leatherworks. That's a tannery. Okay. You need your WoW fix for the weekend. You're off on a trip and you can't play for a few days. Well, definitely get your fix in for a while. Booty Bay Bruiser. What's down here? I haven't been here in ages. There's got to be something somewhere. Anyone can tell me where all the places are, profession wise. Will the tracking townsfolk profession trainers? It's probably not going to be a profession trainer, but we can have a look. Zoom in a little bit. Mrs. Gant. No. No, I don't think it has it in Booty Bay, does it? No one's telling you where anything is. You've got to work it out yourself. Let's look them up. What was the name of you? There we go. From Cowardly Crosby. Let's close that down. Cowardly Crosby. NPC. Where is you hiding? You look like you're on the beach. Somewhere. Right down the bottom. I actually need to be right down here, according to that map. I'm in the wrong place. It's not actually in Booty Bay. He's on the beach at the south. Right you are. Off I go then. Out of Booty Bay and to the south. Ah, there we go. This is more piratey. Go this way. You're down here. Yeah. There we go. Cowardly Crosby. No Admiral's Hat? Oh, that's a shame. Doesn't appear to have one on him at the moment. There's no space for it though either. Oh, let's change this to all. No.
Safe travels.
Okay, doesn't appear to have him on him. No worries, Clarky. Bloodsail Elder. Sea Dog.
Hello.
I would have expected to see it greyed, not greyed out, but red. It's in limited quantity, but I would have thought that if it was there but it had been used up, you'd see it in red. But it would appear not. Looking at that. Oh well, no problem. Let's Hearthstone back. Well, now we know where it is. That's where you'd go to get the Admiral's Hat pattern. And that would have been 2,500 gold if it was there. Hey, Silent Second, thanks for stopping by the stream. How are you doing? The TSM vendoring UI shows it. Right, okay. I've literally just halved out, so... but we know where to look anyway. It's definitely the right place, I believe. Every now and again, I'm going to pop down there, have a look. It's probably even worth having a character down there, just to pick it up. That might be handy. Who have I got that I could put down there? You're good, excellent, doing very well, thank you. We're doing a little bit of gold making on the side. We're doing professions, enchanting, tailoring, and leatherworking. I'm actually going to probably move over to my leatherworker now. I've done the main cooking and enchanting things, and we've restocked and we've expanded on our tailoring market a little. So that's worked out really well. So with all our dailies done, let's log out and go on to my demon hunter, who's the leatherworker and skinner. Swap over to this guy, and he's going to do, he's got his leatherworking dailies to do. He's got drums of fury, which have been selling quite well. We restocked on those last night, so I'm going to see if any of those need restocking. Now there's loads of leatherworking I haven't expanded into yet. Still learning about what's going to sell and what isn't going to sell. It's 2 fights from 1 to 25. Wow, that's all it is. That's super, super quick. So it would make sense if you're into the pet fighting market is to use that opportunity to level up all your pets. And I believe they sell more on the auction house as well when they're maximum level. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I did hear that. It's not a market I've really been investigating so much. I've literally just got mine on and thrown it at that. Maybe I'll spend a bit of time doing some pet leveling when it next comes round, perhaps. Right, Earthen, how are you doing, fella? How are your sales? Just buy level 1, spend 5 minutes leveling to 25, and sell 25 at a profit. Okay, so they do go higher. Wow, that's another 70 drums of fury sold. These are selling really well. I'd only put them on last night. I might have to up my numbers on these. Let's double them again. Right, the drums of fury. Let's look at our group. You're only doing it for your own collection, not for gold making. Okay, you're not into selling pets. Okay, that makes sense. I would like to do the whole pet thing, I think. It's just another thing in my head that I haven't really done. Thank you, Emery, for the grants. I was pretty impressed, actually. They've really picked up now. So let's look at leatherworking. Drums of Fury. It has its own group. And the crafting operation make drums. The maximum was 72. So they seem to be selling in 20s and 10s. So what do we want? I think 100 I'll do 150. That way it can be mainly 20s and then 10s. And the minimum profit is 30 gold because I've set the price for these manually. So we'll do our leatherworking. We need to do our daily cooldowns. So things that are selling well are definitely worth it. Wait for this to load up. Right, leatherworking. Let's do our daily cooldowns first. So we've got burnished leather. We need to make some of that. The secrets of Draenor leatherworking. We need to make one of those. Magnificence of leather. Now that would be a negative profit to do those. So we really want but that does give us the discovery of a new pattern, which we do want. And the other one is hardened magnificent hide. That's at least that gives us a new recipe as well, so we'll do that one. Let's create that one. Reset day, that's why they sold a lot. Probably not change it. Oh, okay, McVaney. You think that was an anomaly, was it, selling them last night? It was quite late though, to be honest. It wasn't when was he last on? Oh no, it must have been I was last on I went at the end of last night, so those have sold since this morning. We'll see how it goes. I think we might be all right. I could maybe drop it to something like 110 if I wasn't too sure. Right, what did we just do? Gladiators linked boulders. Linked. There we go. Let's make one of those. Create there. The mage tower is up. So people are buying their drums. Okay. That would explain it. Let's go into our group. Let's take it down a little bit, shall we? Let's take it to 90. So we've at least upped it a little bit. Rather than doubling it, let's not go too crazy. Let's try 90. There we are. Craft and sell more right now for the next 2 days. We'll see how it goes. We'll try it at 90 and see what kind of profits we make with those. Exotic leather is not a profit to make. Heavy borean. Oops. Just check my phone. Oops. Oh, that failed. Hold on. There we go. Apologies for that. Just had to work out when my family was coming back. So we do need some drums. We need to make some of those. We've done the cooldowns that we needed. We did the. I'm going to do one of these magnificence of leathers because we do want to do the discovery of a new pattern. What will we get this way? Dreadful mail helm. Dreadful mail helm. That one. Create one of those. And then we'll add that into our group. Into leatherworking gladiators leather. These two need to go in. And then let's post those up. Oh, no, we need to make the drums. Hold on. Make ourselves a bunch of drums. Just got to wait for the leatherworking to turn up. Eventually. Come on, leatherworking, you can do it. Alright, groups, leatherworking, restock selected groups, drums of fury, it's saying 18, so we've already got some on. So let's craft this lot up. Okay, it shouldn't take too long to make these 18. Because I did have quite a few. So we haven't sold all of them, so I still have got some on. Might be worth doing a cancel scan on them just to make sure that we're correct. At least a little bit of profit. Earthen's up to 26,000 gold, so that's quite nice really for a leather worker who's just starting out. There we go, and auctioning, post scan, everything's on, yeah, run a post scan. There we go. So yeah, Drums of Fury and the Barding I think we've got the Gladiators, we're going to put those on. It'd be nice to get some sales of that Gladiators because it does make a good profit. So all of those on. Let's have a look at my auctions. Toughened leg armour, Drums of Fury is pretty much me. Let's have a search for it and see where it's at. Drums of Fury. Yep, so it's me that's got everything on. Has the price gone up? No, I think that's about right. 40 gold profit. That's pretty good. Dang, the price of those gladiators on my realm. I know, it's amazing, Carcoza. It's a really good profit. I don't know if they're going to sell, but it would be nice if they do, because the profit for those is much in the thousands, whereas the profit for the tailoring equivalent is more like 900 gold. So there's a big difference between them, even on the same realm. Right, does Earthen need to do anything else? The other thing is to maybe look into some other leatherworking options for him. We could look at that, see if there's anything collection-wise I'm missing. I mean, it hasn't got a lot of stuff that's collected up yet. Hasn't done any of the real Pandaria stuff. although that's coming through the Magnificence learning. The other things being Talons are just windwall cloths, and those are kind of cheap, at least on your arms. Yeah, that's a good point actually. The leather is harder to get by, isn't it? Let's go to the standard UI and have a look. What can we make? So the wool hide and things we haven't got many ranks of, so I haven't been doing any of those for a profit. Actually, let's look in here, it'll be easier. So it is saying a profit for these, but I'm not sure really what their sale rates are, because I'm not sure whether these are being skewed by sort of like the old version of Legion. Stonehide leather barding is quite a good one. I think I've got one of those on though. Yeah, the exotic leather's way more expensive. Yeah, definitely. And then a burnished inscription bag. I believe we've got one on already. We've got it in our bags. We haven't actually put it on the auction house. Okay, let's just fix that up. Burnished inscription bag. There's our group. Leatherworking. Under crafts. Pretty sure. No, we've got it here. We haven't made a group for it. Okay, so leatherworking. Let's make a new group. I'm going to call this group bags. There it is. Burnished inscription bag. To add that in. And where's this unsullied leather trousers? Oh, that's different. That just creates something. Oh, we can do this now. Feel like a scrub seeing use TSM with groups and operations. Oh, don't worry, silent second. When I started, I had one group and that was it. And I've just slowly built it up over time. But it's the same principles of just a small basic operation. One for shopping, for buying my stuff. So buy it as cheap as I can. So that's based off my average buy price. And then my posting price is based off of the market or the region market or my crafting cost. And then my crafting operations are just making sure that I craft it only when I'm in profit and just make one thing at a time. And this is me slowly increasing my groups, one by one. It does seem quite overwhelming when you start, but it does get easier over time. What else did I need to add in the crafts? Toughened leg armor. Leg armor's got its own, that's fine. The barding's got its own. Stonehide leather barding's there. Leg armor's there. So we made the bag. We need to pop that on. Let's close that one down. We've got our crafting one up here. So we need to just make sure we go to our auctionings. That group will need resetting. It hasn't got a posting group on it, that one. Let's close that down. Open up TSM. Have a look at this group that we just made. So all my groups I made myself, absolutely. I started small. I started with Enchanting, and then I've grown it into Leatherworking, Tailoring, and then a few random things like Gumdrops gave me a whole load of stuff, so I put those in. And then I have a generic one for battle pets because I'm not really into battle pets, but I've got a few. And then all the trash that I pick up from raids and things that's old world, I do a region one there. So it's all that kind of stuff really. Looking at that, Nadamas. I haven't been back to Nadamas to check how he was doing. That would be quite cool. So bags, the one we just made, needs group operation. So we need to override the parent and we need to give this one a crafting standard operation and a crafting one of each operation. That'll be my basic one. So basically those two operations for that bag, the crafting standard is literally in the posting operation, 48 hours. the minimum price is 110% of my crafting, so that takes into account the auction house costs. So I'm not going to post it unless it's going to make me a profit. And then the maximum price is 500,000, and then no, 500,000 DB region market, and then the maximum, the normal price is either the maximum between 200% crafting or 150% DB region market average. So that gives me just like a rough ballpark if nobody else is putting those on. You'd increase the normal price, to be honest. Do you think so, Carcoza? I'm thinking 150% DB region seems quite reasonable. Because if it's not 200% crafting, I mean 200% crafting could in theory be a lot higher. I could maybe put that at sort of like, I don't know, 500% crafting if nobody else is on there. How much is it worth now? Let's have a look. Let's do a bit of theory craft on this. Okay, so burnished inscription bag is where we're at. So burnished inscription bag currently has a min buyout of 1,997. So that's more than the region market value, which is 1,200. There are currently 3 auctions on. The crafting cost is 234. So let's say, what would that be at normal price? Normal price would be the maximum of, to say there were none on. So your normal price for those is 7.5k. So the normal price is my min buyout right now. So let's assume there were none on. My normal price would be 200% crafting, which is less than the region sale. So it would then go to the region sale 150%, which is going to be about 1,000. So yeah, I can see what you mean. I could be looking at that as an example. It may be worth upping this normal price to something like, I'm thinking 500% crafting and 200% DB region as a normal price. So I'm doubling the region as a normal and 500% crafting at least, whichever's maximum between those two. Because yes, keeping in mind that at normal price I've got the market, no one else is selling it. So if they want it, they have to get it from me, and I'm the one that sets the price. Yeah, I like your thinking, guys. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do 500% crafting and 200% DB region and see how that goes. So in which case, if we put this on now, I know this won't be the same because this bag is, there's already 3 on, so we'll undercut the competition at 1,900, which still gives us a profit of 1,700. So we'll post that on at that price. And then there's a burnished mining bag. Now there were other bags, weren't there? The Mr. Pandaria ones that do the same thing. So I was going to maybe... But hey, we are goblins. Yeah, that's a good point, Carcoza. I always get a bit sort of like ooh, do I really want to sell it for that much? Is that the same operation for my enchanting I use? I think my enchanting one is slightly different. My sell enchants operation. But because the thing I have with my enchants is I'm never alone. There's always lots of people in the enchant, so I'm always just really undercutting. That's the main. So though that market is quite different because there's always someone got one on. You sold gems at 4 times min buyout, so you can overcharge. Yeah, I think if you're the only person, then you've got the market, haven't you? That's the kind of the key to it, isn't it? Savage Burnished Essence. 1,900 profit with a 0.06 sale rate. Upgrades item level 700 leatherworking armor to 715. Now this is the thing we were looking at, because we were looking at upgrading these things, weren't we? I remember now. And the mighty one as well. Okay. Yeah, don't craft that one. No, I don't think I will bother with those ones. I remember we were having a discussion with Gold Queen about these and upgrading things with the supple armor. That was it. And then just a quick scan down, see if there's anything that's a particularly large profit, just the ordinary ones. Okay. Toughened leg armor. We got one on the auction house already, yeah. And then this earthen leg armor seems a little expensive because that's double region. Region sale average is 1,900. That's not too bad actually. Earthen leg armor. And then we'll got frost hide. That's quite low at 411, whereas the region's much higher. All these different leg armors look quite interesting. I wonder which of these would be useful and which not. Prices are kind of all over the place with them. Nerubian. I'm not familiar with leg armor so much. Those could be interesting to sell. The earthen, frost hide, ice scale, and what's that? Jormunga. Jormunga. And the Nerubian. That one seems definitely overpriced, because that takes Jormunga scales, which have a mat cost of 24 gold, which you buy for 29 gold. I might look into those later. I'll leave those for now. Right. I think that'll do for now. We've done enough. We've got a good few things on. Okay. Right, I think my family's due back soon, so I might finish up the stream there. Well, that was awesome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Carcoza, for the help with the Draenor rep. That was awesome. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out in the chats. You've all been brilliant. We've had some great discussions today. Thank you, Emery, for the sub. That was awesome. Doubly awesome. So, let's see if we can find someone to host. Who is on from my list? Well, I've never really been on this time, so I can't see anyone that's on that I would normally. Okay. Oh, thank you, Victoria. Thank you for the chef's hat, Emery. Thank you, Pesiken. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit those follows if you want to see more and get notified when I'm next live. I do also have a YouTube channel where I put all my past streams on. You can see every stream from right when I started back in September. Every stream right through till now is all on YouTube. So you can see when I was talking to myself with nobody in chat, and then I go through all the progression over the past few months. So it's all there on YouTube. And then I've got some guides on there as well. And then I'm on Twitter, and I've got a Discord. And so there's lots of ways of reaching out to me. So thank you, everyone. It's been an awesome stream. I've enjoyed this Friday morning one. It's been brilliant. So thank you all for your support, and I will see you next time. Goodbye and farewell.